Hello, guys. Welcome back to an update on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Um, so we're gonna have a couple things to talk about today. We're not gonna really see much, but we're gonna talk about a lot about that Saturday coastal system more than these couple days. But I do want to say something that we will be doing less updates, but we also will be doing them way later. I'm thinking around maybe 8 to like 9:30 we're going to have updates every day. Now, excluding the weekends because the weekends could be random. I feel the weekends will be more like in the early afternoon we'll do updates, maybe even in the evening also. But in the weekdays, two or three times a week, probably way later than 7 or 8. So just want to keep a reminder for you guys to stay tuned to my channel. So we do have a couple things to talk about. Not really severe or anything, but let's get right into it. So starting off today, we do have a couple snow showers to deal with tonight. Up in the north mainly, we did see a couple snowflakes in northern Jersey already, and we will continue to see the snow showers try to pivot down a little bit further into New Jersey. It's a little bit too warm here into central Jersey. It does change over to a little bit of rain. And we get into tomorrow, snow showers are kind of out. There's a low pressure up there in Canada, just like I talked about. So, nothing really changed about the weather. It's gonna be mostly cloudy and it's gonna be a little bit dreary at times. We will deal with a couple showers on Wednesday, not snow. It will be rain, unfortunately, but snow will be up north. And we do have these tightening gradients, so we could be experiencing some pretty gusty winds on Wednesday. We could be talking in excess of 40 miles an hour gusts possible. And it does get cold. It does get cold again. And these wind isobars do continue to tighten. But this is all same information from yesterday. So I'm not going to be repeating the same information. But, however, we do have some different model guidance about that coastal storm on Saturday. And we're going to get right into these details. Because we already know what's going to happen this week. I'll just tell you the forecast for this week and today and tomorrow. So it's mostly going to be pretty cold, more like the 40s tomorrow. And then it starts to rebound a little bit back into the 50s. But we are going to be experiencing these northwest gusty winds. It could blow up, it could blow out a couple power lines and trees. I wouldn't be surprised. No significant issues though. But we could see some very gusty winds tomorrow, possibly in the afternoon. So don't be shocked. Anyways, we do have a couple new information about the Saturday storm. We have a massive north piece of energy. Heavy snow. Like, this is really dumping a lot of snow. And this is near Missouri, Wisconsin. Chicago even gets in the action of that snow. And we have low pressure developing right to the south of it. And we have storms to the south. And we're going to watch this piece of energy to maybe become subtropical and take on some of these tropical characteristics. Just like we talked about yesterday. And we go a little bit further in, man, it does turn into a little bit of a snowstorm for so close to the Chicago area. But it does turn out to be a little bit of a snowstorm in Wisconsin, in like Detroit, in Michigan, those areas. Yeah, you could get a little bit of snow, maybe even several inches, in fact. And we do see this southern piece of energy really hammering Florida. And this is going to turn up north, more like that. And it's going to go right into the northeast and plunge right in there. And then we get a little further, and this does turn into a massive storm. Now, I do want to show you a couple changes that really did happen. So, you know how we talked about snow at first? Yeah, that is not happening anymore. Rain clearly to the north. Clearly to the north, you have to see some snow. There is no snow with this now. And I really did think that it would be a possibility that that would happen. But listen, models can change. So I could be potentially seeing maybe an hour or two of wintry mix up north. Maybe down to central Jersey, but I cannot guarantee that. Don't be disappointed if you don't see it. But we could be seeing a wintry mix and even some snow to begin with, like the very onset of precipitation. Don't be surprised because it is going to be cold in the atmosphere. And then once we get a little bit later, we see a massive storm forming right like off the South Carolina coast, a 998 millibar. We see heavy rain spreading all the way from the Carolinas up to the Delmarva into New Jersey into Rhode Island. And we got heavy snow up north. But notice that there's no snow in Pennsylvania now. That's a huge change from yesterday. And that's hinting that this is going to be a warmer storm now. But, I mean, look at this heavy rain on Saturday night. Oh, man. Could we see a couple convective rumbles of thunder with this type of setup? Could we see, like, Omega and energy with this? I wouldn't be surprised. We could be seeing a couple rumbles of thunder Saturday night due to how strong this low pressure could be. We see the warm air surging all the way up north into Connecticut. I mean, it is a warm system. It definitely is a warm system now. We get into Sunday morning, very heavy rain. There could be convective thunderstorms with this also by that time. And we see this cold air starting to plunge into the northeast after that storm. And those gusty winds. These could be some strong winds after this storm. And we get a little further out. Yo. So, here's what's happening. The warm air is still to the south, but man, this snow is, you have to get so far north that even like southern New Hampshire gets all rain. And look at this massive low right off the New Jersey coast, like clobbering rain. And if this low pressure just goes a little bit to the west, it would slam right into New Jersey and we get way stronger winds. If this low pressure steers just 10 miles away, or maybe just a couple several miles just to the west, we could be seeing 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts. That would be a problem. For now, it's keeping that low pressure off to the east. Just a couple miles would make a huge difference. For now, it's forecasting 40 to 45 mile an hour wind gust max for Sunday night in this area. But in the coast, it's going to be howling winds, 60 mile an hour winds. I'm going to show you that later. But this storm starts to exit once we reach into Sunday morning. And we're left with a very cold breeze, very windy day. And we do see another storm forming out west. And that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to deal with this week. And in terms of next week, just briefly, we have another major system. Like, another major system. Like in the 25th on Monday. Yeah, we got a really big system. But in terms of the threat here, it doesn't look that bad. Honestly, it could change, but I'm not going to look as far. I just want to take a look if this storm maybe survives. I mean, wait. I mean, it does turn into something, but like, no, it's not really anything. Yes, there could be a couple showers and thunderstorms, but it's nothing major. And then another major storm behind that. That could be a problem. And then I think by the time we reach the end of the model run, which is close to April, we're gonna have to start to watch for these really big events start to brew in the central US. And that severe weather, oh man, we're gonna have to watch this. I know it's so far out, guys, but I'm sorry, but I just want to look at it, okay? And then by the end of the model run, it wants to show a couple cold fronts swinging through. So that's basically the pattern. I do want to show you the Euro because it's only for the coastal system. I want to look for the Euro, and we are definitely seeing that snow shift way north, way north into Maine. In fact, not even, oh man, not even New York. It's a very warm system. But same idea, very heavy rain. Gusty winds. This is a massive low pressure right off New Jersey. This is really clobbering rain right there. Get a little further out. Oh, man, this is just a monster. This is just a monster right here. And then maybe some backside energy on Sunday before it finally gets out of here and another storm forms out west. And that's going to create some very gusty conditions through Sunday. That's basically all you need to know, guys. It's just going to be an active time. It's just going to be a very active time. In terms of severe weather, it's not too bad. But again, once I say it's not too bad for now. So, okay. I did want to look at the gusty winds for, this week. In fact, we did see some gusts reach up to 30 miles an hour today. Nothing too crazy. We did not see nothing yet. But on Wednesday, this wind will gradually pick up during the morning, and during the afternoon, it will be howling at times. We get close to 40 mile an hour wind gusts in this area right here. In central Jersey, South Jersey, no matter where you are, you're going to get some gusty winds tomorrow. And there's a potential for 40 plus. So just be mindful. And then Thursday, it does calm down a bit. But then once again, we reach Thursday and oh man, this northwest wind is brutal. It just keeps on giving us 40 mile an hour wind gusts possible with this again. It just keeps on giving us so much wind, which is quite interesting, you know? And then that storm for Sunday, we gotta watch this. Because this wind could shift to the west, and this would give us major problems. Look at this wind right off the coast. We got 50 mile an hour wind gusts. I mean, even here we got 40. It's not as strong, though. So that's a good thing, but that's also not a good thing. Because there's some pretty strong winds no matter what with this. And then it's just out of here. I mean, it's just want to stay a lot more windier than usual. That's all it is. But the key takeaway for this week is going to be like very windy. I'm going to tell you that. And then there's going to be a massive low pressure on Saturday night into Sunday. Could be a couple convective rumbles of thunder. I wouldn't be surprised, but that's really all we're watching now. And in the long range, we're going to be watching a couple storms. They're not looking too huge, but again, it's nearing April, and we got to watch these storms because these could be severe weather catalysts. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening. I'll see you guys on Thursday. I am not going to be here on Wednesday, so mark your calendars. And for now on, I'm probably not going to do Wednesday updates anymore. So, I'll see you guys then, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening.